future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. There's a world of wondrous wonder on display. Because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her. I found a loophole. What kind of loophole? Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know. All right. Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth? Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Corleone.
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
It was my plan to get him back to inventing what he should be inventing. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Michael Corleone really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Michael?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he, anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna. Come on, Emmett, where are you?
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Greetings, forward thinkers of...
Hi, Trixie.
That's Techne to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Thanks. You seen Emmett around? I'm kind of worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah. He wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah. Uncle or something?
Or something. Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's booth open again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire people.
Already told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well?
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away. Thanks.
Happy to help.
Shh, he's approaching.
Danny, can I talk to Edna for a minute?
Be my guest. I'd like a couple minutes of quiet.
What's this about?
What'd you do with Emmett, Edna?
What are you talking about? You're the one who's trying to ruin his life.
Believe it or not, I'm the one trying to save it.
From what?
From you, mostly. You really don't know where Emmett is?
I haven't the foggiest. If he's smart, he's run far away from whatever dangerous shenanigans you talked him into perpetrating today.
Shenanigans? Why are you still involved in Emmett's life? I thought you broke up with him.
I did, but then your friend Mr. Sagan told me about your scheme to interfere with our romance. Not a very nice thing to do, Comrade Smirnov.
Why'd you go and get Emmett's invention sealed up like that?
I had no choice. Once Mr. Sagan told me about your attempts to radicalize my poor Emmett, I knew I had to stop him from going through with your dangerous invention.
But it's his invention, and it's not dangerous. Okay, maybe it's a little dangerous, but only to him.
That's for the authorities to decide.
I know your deep, dark secret.
Secret? What secret?
Those charities you were working for, they were all just a front, so you could wriggle your way into those orphanages and...
And steal their piggy banks?
Right. I know your deep, dark secret. You're ruthless, manipulative, and power-hungry.
In the service of a higher cause, one sometimes has to stoop to low tactics. But I'm sure you already know that, Comrade Yakov.
Have you seen Mr. Sagan around here anywhere?
No, and I wouldn't tell you if I had. He's more than a little scared of your anarchistic tendencies.
Did you see? Trixie Trotter got her old job back.
Oh, I know! I tried to have it out with Arthur McFly, but he refuses to explain himself. Apparently, he discovered some sort of loophole that allows that Canadian to retain her position. Well, the Ladies' Decency Society shall hear about this. Make no mistake.
Why is Parker so willing to do your bidding?
Well, the good detective knows that he owes his current rise through the ranks to my reporting on his behalf.
Oh.
He also knows that I could just as easily pen an expose about his previous nights of drunken debauchery and evidence tampering.
You're blackmailing him?
Reporters don't blackmail, Mr. Smirnoff. We look out for the public interest.
Any chance you could talk Parker into letting Emmett go ahead with his demonstration?
None whatsoever. And as long as I'm here, that contraption of yours is grounded.
You don't really think Emmett's gonna want you back after you crushed his heart and tried to stop his demonstration at the Expo, do you?
Not at first, no. But eventually he'll realize I've got his best interests at heart, and he'll come running back to me like one of those dogs he loves so much.
You hate dogs.
Yes, ironic, isn't it?
I know your deep, dark secret. Pretending like you wanted to put Kid Tannen away when all the time you were working for him.
Oh, how preposterous.
I know your deep, dark secret. You know, what you were whispering about with Carl Sagan yesterday.
You overheard?
Sure I did. And you did a really lousy job at, burying the body.
Oh, you didn't hear a thing. What I was talking about with Carl Sagan is between me and Carl Sagan.
Okay, this is pointless. I've got to find Emmett.
Stay away from him, you anarchist hooligan.
Enlightenment awaits.
Here's my ticket. Give me a ride in that thing.
Thank you, monsieur. I hope you will find your trip to the bottom of the sea most enlightening. Well,
Heavy.
monsieur has a way with words. Enlightenment awaits you.
Excuse me, Mr.
Duteau, Jacques Duteau, at your service.
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
A distracted look.
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great, thanks. Mr. Duteau?
Oui?
Can I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you got a ticket.
Nah, once was enough for me. Mr. Duteau?
Oui?
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yes.
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff.
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less demanding.
See you around.
Oh, hello,
Hey, Danny, could I have a word with you?
Comrade Smirnov. Come to turn yourself in?
In private?
With pleasure.
You've got to let Emmett demonstrate his invention. His whole future depends on it.
Well, I'd love to, kid, but Miss Strickland thinks it's dangerous. And unless you've got something on her, her word is pretty much law.
I found Emmett.
Good. Where is he?
He's in the House of Glass with Carl Sagan.
Well, get him over here so he and Edna can clear up their little spat and get out of my hair.
Don't you want to go get him?
Are either of them committing a crime?
Well, no, but...
Then it's none of my business.
What's a newly promoted detective like you doing hanging out at a science expo anyway?
Are you kidding me? This is a great assignment. I get to sit around all day playing with nifty new crime-fighting gadgets, like this.
What does that do?
Hell if I know.
Since when does anyone in Hill Valley listen to what Edna has to say?
Ever since she helped take down Kid Tannen, she's had the mayor and the city council eating out of her hand. I'd be an idiot to ignore her, especially with my, alcohol-heavy background. Boy, I wish I could catch her jaywalking or something. I'd throw the book at her. Yeah, but you never catch a dame like that breaking the law, darn it.
Come on, Danny. Give me a hand with Sagan and Emmett.
I'm not leaving my post until there's a crime going on.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
She kidnapped a friend of mine and she tried to erase his brain.
That's terrible. But when did this happen?
In, the future.
Stick to the facts, kid. I have enough people come to me with cock and bull stories.
You haven't seen Carl Sagan around here, have you?
Nah,
Isn't he still a wanted man?
nah. All those arson charges got dropped weeks ago. Judge Brown said there wasn't enough evidence for a trial.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
She sent this goon to beat up my dad and steal his videotape.
That's awful. What's a videotape?
Never mind. You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
I saw her whispering about something with Carl Sagan outside the Expo yesterday.
Do you know what they were whispering about?
No, but she looked really guilty.
I need something more solid than that, I'm afraid.
Thanks. I'll be back.
Oh, I hope so. You've got to get this albatross off my neck.
Well, did you put the screws to him? Did he confess? Now, there was something else I wanted to say. What was it? Oh, yes.
Hi, Trixie.
Now, what can I do you for?
Look, Trixie, I found Emmett. He's in the glass house with Doc, Carl Sagan.
Oh, good. That's nice.
We've got to get him out of there.
Aren't you being a little dramatic? It's an exhibit, not a prison.
Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. Demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
What time is Emmett supposed to go on?
Let's see. 8 kilobeats past 50. We're on metric time here at the Hill Valley Expo.
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well,
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away. Come on, Trixie. I'm dying to know how you got the job back.
you won't hear it from me. I don't talk out of turn.
Look, Trixie, I found Emmett. He's in the glass house with Doc, Carl Sagan.
Oh, good. That's nice.
We've got to get him out of there.
Aren't you being a little dramatic? It's an exhibit, not a prison.
Thanks. Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him. Perfect.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away. Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
A fully equipped home entertainment center. So, where's the ColecoVision?
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas Glass, unbreakable and soundproof.
Soundproof glass. Great.
Our living space can be configured to meet the needs of any family. Need a private study? Simply slide the walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
Something's blocking it. It won't slide open. It won't slide open. I can't force my way up. Help! Let me out! You know, there's something to be said for breakable glass. It won't slide open. It's still locked. Only way I'm gonna get out is the way they did. Something's blocking it. Emmett? Where'd you take him now, Doc?
Greetings again, mortals! This is Techne, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Conversation terminated.
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it. Here's my ticket. Give me a ride in that thing.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Michael! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please, keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him. If you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott!
Thanks, Trixie, Technique. I'm truly honored to be here today among all you pointy-headed type people. Like the lady said, I labor in the field of pond scum.
Hi, Trixie.
Now, what can I do you for?
Is a mysterious and little
Did Emmett come through here with Carl Sagan?
Sorry.
And countless hours of experimentation, I believe I have unlocked the secrets
Okay,
of this
you're
noble
amused.
mistake,
Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try.
To a disbelieving world. Algae cakes,
Well,
ladies
maybe
and
it doesn't
gentlemen,
take
is the
effect right
next
away.
wave in the agricultural revolution of the 20th century.
Did Emmett come through here with Carl Sagan?
Sorry.
Vitamins A through J, along with enough protein to chill
Thanks.
a horse. Till now, people haven't been getting the benefit of all this
That's casual.
nutrition on account of the
Hey,
less
Danny,
than
could I have a
advertising
word
nature
with
of
you?
the algae
Thought you'd
herself.
never ask.
It's sweetened with corn syrup and held together in solid lumps.
You've got to
with
let
the
Emmett
miracle of
demonstrate his invention. His whole future depends on it.
I'd love to, kid, but Miss Strickland thinks it's dangerous. Unless you've got something on her. Her word is pretty much law.
Every one of you to come by my booth. That's booth A113.
Emmett's been kidnapped by Carl Sagan.
What?
Really? He knocked him out in the House of Glass, then trapped me in that crazy House of the Future.
Do tell. And where are they now?
I don't know.
Well, when you find the master criminal that's kidnapped your friend, bring him over here, and we'll have a nice talk, okay?
What's a newly promoted detective like you doing hanging out at a science expo anyway?
Are you kidding me? This is a great assignment. I get to sit around all day playing with nifty new crime-fighting gadgets, like this.
What does that do?
Hell if I know.
Since when does anyone in Hill Valley listen to what Edna has to say?
Ever since she helped take down Kid Tannen, she's had the mayor and the city council eating out of her hand. I'd be an idiot to ignore her, especially with my, alcohol-heavy background. Boy, I wish I could catch her jaywalking or something. I'd throw the book at her. Yeah, but you never catch a dame like that breaking the law, darn it.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
She kidnapped a friend of mine and she tried to erase his brain.
That's terrible. But when did this happen?
In, the future.
Stick to the facts, kid. I have enough people come to me with cock and bull stories.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
She sent this goon to beat up my dad and steal his videotape.
That's awful. What's a videotape?
Never mind. You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
I saw her whispering about something with Carl Sagan outside the Expo yesterday.
I need something more solid than that, I'm afraid.
Thanks. I'll be back.
Well, did you put the screws to him? Did he confess?
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Now can you...
Hiya, folks.
Hi, Trixie.
Now, what can I do you for?
Did Emmett come through here with Carl Sagan?
Sorry.
Thanks.
Well, speak of the devil.
Hey, Danny, could I have a word with you?
I thought you'd never ask.
You've got to let Emmett demonstrate his invention. His whole future depends on it.
Well, I'd love to, kid, but Miss Strickland thinks it's dangerous. Unless you've got something on her, her word is pretty much law.
Thanks. I'll be back.
Well, did you put the screws to him? Did he confess? Now, where were we? Shh, he's approaching.
Edna, we need to talk.
Go ahead. It'll give me a chance to rest my ears.
What is it now?
Any chance you could talk Parker into letting Emmett go ahead with his demonstration?
None whatsoever. And as long as I'm here, that contraption of yours is grounded.
I know your deep, dark secret. You know, what you were whispering about with Carl Sagan yesterday.
You overheard?
Sure I did. And you did a really lousy job at, burying the body.
Oh, you didn't hear a thing. What I was talking about with Carl Sagan is between me and Carl Sagan.
Okay, this is pointless. I've got to find Emmett.
Stay away from him, you anarchist hooligan.
You've got to take my ticket and let me into the bathysphere. It's the rules.
If you've got the problem, go lodge a complaint.
Yo, Doc.
You would like to learn about the mysteries under the sea?
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to learn about. I know you're in there, Doc.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
What have you done with the real Professor Duteau?
I'm not sure I like your insinuations.
I'm not sure I like you kidnapping Emmett.
Perhaps I should call the authorities and have you removed from the hall.
You're a cold-blooded guy, Duteau.
C'est la vie.
Take off your helmet.
I prefer to leave it on. The inland air is difficult on my sinuses.
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The Expo? Sure, but I was wondering. That's Carl Sagan in the deep-sea diving suit, and he's holding Emmett captive in the bathysphere.
You're making a pretty serious allegation, mister. I'll have to look into it. Right after the show.
This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out. Professor Duteau, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I'm only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the bathysphere. What is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later. Come down, please. The bathysphere. Step back! They're crimping the hose!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry. Hey! I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, a.k.a. Carl Sagan, a.k.a.
No!
Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you. I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you. Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you. I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, a.k.a. Carl Sagan, a.k.a.
No!
You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
It's an old nautical superstition. A crimped horse means imminent doom.
It does if there's somebody inside the bathysphere, but I thought you said there wasn't anybody in the bathysphere.
There's not. I command you uncrimp that hose!
Funny, you'd think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's as if you two were connected somehow.
Step off the hose!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I won't do it!
Then neither will I. Hey! I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you. You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
The gears, they have become unstuck.
There, see? It was just a malfunction after all.
Let's get you out of there.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true. Hey, you.
Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him that... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is. What's this?
Oh, yeah. Edna made Detective Parker shut down your booth. He says he can't go against her.
Oh, yeah?
Unless we dig up some dirt that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. So that's what we'll do.
The next exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker? It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Oh.
Excuse me.
Marty!
Michael!
Smirnoff!
I just want to talk to Detective Parker. What's the holdup with giving the okay to Emmett's invention?
What do you think? It's Strickland. She's not giving an inch.
You said that Emmett would be able to clear everything up.
That's what I thought. But he's really not helping his case with all his scientific gobbledygook.
So what can we do to fix this?
Right now, I don't think anything short of running Edna out of Hill Valley on a rail's gonna help your friend, kid.
How am I supposed to run Edna out on a rail?
I don't know. Discredit her. Find out something bad about her. A woman that self-righteous has to have some horrible secret lurking in her past.
Or future. What's a newly promoted detective like you doing hanging out at a science expo anyway?
Are you kidding me? This is a great assignment. I get to sit around all day playing with nifty new crime-fighting gadgets, like this.
What does that do?
Hell if I know.
Since when does anyone in Hill Valley listen to what Edna has to say?
Ever since she helped take down Kid Tannen, she's had the mayor and the city council eating out of her hand. I'd be an idiot to ignore her, especially with my, alcohol-heavy background. Boy, I wish I could catch her jaywalking or something. I'd throw the book at her. Yeah, but you never catch a dame like that breaking the law, darn it.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
She kidnapped a friend of mine and she tried to erase his brain.
That's terrible. But when did this happen?
In, the future.
Stick to the facts, kid. I have enough people come to me with cock and bull stories.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
I saw her whispering about something with Carl Sagan outside the Expo yesterday.
I need something more solid than that, I'm afraid.
You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
She sent this goon to beat up my dad and steal his videotape.
That's awful. What's a videotape?
Never mind. Thanks. I'll be back.
Well, did you put the screws to him? Did he confess? Oh, hello,
Do you know what she made him do?
Yeah, come here. Listen, if Carl Sagan shows up again, you're not gonna let him lead you away, are you?
Are you kidding? My sole concern now is to get back up to my electrokinetic levitator.
Good man. Assuming we get Parker to open your booth back up before they call your name, is the levitator ready to go?
All except the power source. You did bring the static accumulator, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got it. You want it now?
No. Wait till we get back to the booth.
Edna made Parker close your booth down.
I know that.
So he'll only open it up again if we could find a way to discredit her. Do you know anything that'll ruin Edna's standing in town?
Yes, I do. She is a rotten kisser!
Oh! That wasn't what I had in mind. Edna never confessed anything to you, did she?
Like what?
Something incriminating. Like, for instance, her being the speakeasy arsonist.
Edna, the speakeasy arsonist? Then again, why not?
But she never said anything about it to you?
No.
Edna never confessed anything to you, did she?
Like what?
Something incriminating. Like, for instance, her...
Edna, the
But she never...
No.
I gotta run. Did you talk some sense into those two?
Oh, a Sisyphean task if ever there was one.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
It's a bug.
No, a plant, but it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away. In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni News of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Mr. Sagan? What happened? I thought you were distracting Emmett.
I was? Oh, yes, of course I was.
Then why is Emmett standing here valiantly trying to convince Detective Parker that he should be allowed to go through with this ever so dangerous display of wrong-headed technology?
What can I say? I was outsmarted by that wily Yakov Smirnov.
Well, that puts a crimp in our plan.
Yes, our plan. About that plan. I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear? But it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
You were supposed to keep Emmett distracted, but it appears that you've been foiled by Mr. Smirnoff.
What can I say? He's too smart for an old fogey like me.
So I see.
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous, and that Yakov Smirnoff was a foreign agitator, that the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered, and so on and so forth.
I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnoff, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No! I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
Edna, listen to me. You have to let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
Smirnoff's listening, isn't he?
No, listen.
Listen, Smirnoff. I don't know what you're holding over Mr. Sagan, but there's no way I'm ever letting that contraption you've talked my Emmett into building get off the ground.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnoff?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come glumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techni, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit, eh, folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.